All right, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? This is my Saturday morning. I had a different Saturday morning planned, and then something came up, so I wasn't able to continue with my same Saturday morning. We're going to be looking at the starseed oracle. Starseed people are people who have not only incarnated on this planet, but have also incarnated out in the solar system. So they are souls, that's right, who haven't only incarnated on Earth, that they have been living on Earth and led the planet to a call to the cosmos. Although my belief is that we didn't leave planet Earth to go to other planets. We've actually been seeded throughout the whole solar system. So there are people on other planets. You know you're a star seed if you find it hard to have meaningless conversations, meaningless jobs, meaningless relationships. They intuitively know there is something more. You often feel misplaced in the world and you have a longing for home. I've really made a great home for myself, and it took me a lot of years. I ultimately believe that all souls come from Source being God, Great Spirit, all that kind of things. So a star seed is also someone who maybe you don't recognize it in this world. Hey, Babu, maybe you don't recognize it in this world that you're a star seed. A lot of times you feel uncomfortable with the normal, the usual, the mundane, and you have to create your own processes and your own places of being. And that's good. That's fine. Everybody is not the same. Some people can work in offices and some people can't. Thank you, Babu. Says here that star seeds are scattered across the planet because they feel so different. It's different. It's not uncommon for them to spend a part of their life trying to fit in. It's okay to make the distinction between someone that goes along to get along and someone that doesn't. And if you're not that person, that's okay too. A lot of judgment can be passed on people that don't fit in. And sometimes I find that the harshest judgment about not fitting in is placed by ourselves. We place that judgment on ourselves. Maybe we should teach our children at a very young age. It's okay if you don't fit in. You're going to find your place. All these things that happen when you're little are going to move you through life. So let's be joyous about every experience. Although I have stepped in when I felt my children were being untreated fairly. And one of the ways I did that was I got to know the parents of the children. If they were treating my child unfairly, I would make it a point to invite the parent, usually the mother, although I did meet some dads, to have tea and things like that, just so I could get to know them, so they know that I'm here, I'm paying attention, and I know what's going on. And usually the parents straightened up after that. The heart is the access point of the soul. If we find the courage to live from this place, we'll find ourselves living truly soul-led lives. I'm not talking about being someone's doormat. They did give an attunement with these starseed cards. An attunement is just sort of like when you take your crystal and you put it out in the sunlight. They gave an attunement for these cards. Let's see what it is. Call upon the ancient wisdom of the stars, Akasha, star keepers, star answers, councils of light, benevolent beings, and the highest realms only. Come, come, come. Great Mother Moon, I surrender to your rhythmic pulse. Great Cosmic Father, I surrender to your protection. Grandfather Sun, I surrender to your support. So they do have this little preamble you can follow if you want to. The cards are here to provide structure and sacred space for exploring the callings of your soul or the person you're reading for. You can also do surrogacy for other people. I'm a proponent of that. The way you ask for permission is you would say, I would like to connect my higher self to so-and-so's higher self. Now, for instance, I'm going to do it right now. I'll do it in my head. I'm not going to name the person's name. So I would like to connect to my higher self. Do you know how to do kinesiology? Can I connect to my higher self? Yes. And I'd like to connect to the higher self of. So I am connected to that person and they are connected to me. We have made a soul contract to be connected. Don't include this with bipolar. And if you need to take your meds, go right ahead. Take your meds. You're going to send $1,000. Woohoo, Tennessee. You know what? I'm not money motivated, so keep the cash, baby. Keep the cash. Let's try and draw a card here right now. Hi to you, Tennessee. How's it going? Inner Earth. You'll survive this. You ever feel like you won't? New solutions and beginnings. You will survive this. And how do you survive things without being crappy to other people? So I've never gotten this card before, so I'm going to read what its divinatory meaning is on this. Inner Earth is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many cultures have mentioned this: Lemuria, Atlantis, Hindu and Celtic lore, all have entrances to the underground. Shambhala in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. But there are solutions beyond what we can perceive. Prayer can be a solution, right? Prayer can just really help straighten out your mind. Surprising outcomes to your problems and situations, resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. Many times we're, seeking resolutions. And if you do any kind of spirit work, it is helpful to say, I'm seeking resolutions for the best interest of all those involved. And then there also are times when you must put yourself first. Making sure to doing no harm to others, but you have to put yourself first. And what may oftentimes on the face of it not seem to be in the best interest of all those involved, but you have to make sure that you put the gas mask on yourself first, right? Or you can't help anybody else in your row. So make sure to make that distinction. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll be able to see a whole world of solutions, things that were put previously beyond your focus. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. So try and shift your focus. Try not to dwell on the trying issue. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook if you are in a negative situation? Now, I'm sure when I say negative situation, you all know what that is. It's going to pop up in your mind, whatever that negative situation is. So this is a beautiful card for finding a way to move forward. Can you make a garden? What does it take to make a garden? What is a garden? Definition of garden would be anything that you tend, anything you put your attention to. So, are you tending a garden of someone who's being crappy to you, trying to make their life easier, trying to make their life better? And your garden is just sitting there being completely avoided and emptied, and your own personal garden isn't getting any of the attention it needs. So I'm speaking to doing what is right for you. Oftentimes, it's not always the easiest thing to do, to make a space for yourself in this world. This is a beautiful card. You can also use this in meditation. You could take this card and look at the inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. It can be really hard to move on. It can be really frightening to move on. But I'm sure if you stay with yourself, do some prayers to either your higher self or spirit inside, and you'll find some things that work for you. All right, everybody, I'm going to go now, sending you my love and affection.